great.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot, for sure. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. It wasn't a late night for most of you, I hope. Anyways, listen, let me add my thanks to all of you for spending your valuable time with us here. And, you know, obviously the reason you're here is because the cloud really is now starting to become the forefront, not only for IT, but the forefront for business. In fact, I like to talk about us entering into the next phase of the cloud. The first phase of the cloud was all around economics. You know what, I can get cheap compute, storage, you know what, I can bring up and down my images out on the public cloud, and we all saw the opportunity to really rethink IT. I will contend that we're now in the next phase, and it's all about innovation, and it's all about business innovation. And that's what I want to talk to you about, is what is happening out in the market and what are some of your peers now starting to do. Because the cloud is important to your business, not only to your infrastructure. And what you really want to think about are the disruption that's happening in all industries. No matter where I go around the world, no matter what industry the client is in, all I hear is about all the disruption. And you're either going to be a disruptor or you're going to be disrupted. So from frontline decision making, think about the impact that mobile has had on all of your particular businesses. You know, decision making now is going to the point of contact, which may be the mobile device. That contact may not be your back-end systems anymore. And what you need to be thinking about is, how do I change that experience? Because when you have a mobile application, it's easy for you to get a very good or a very bad experience in real time. And then talk about real-time insight. In the past, we gathered up information from our internal systems that gave us insight into buying behavior and patterns, to inventory and things of that nature. Well, now it's all becoming real time. You want insight not only from your traditional data sources, but non-traditional data sources. And that's why you've seen IBM partner with people like Twitter, like Apple, and most recently with the Weather Channel. Because those non-traditional data sources, when combined with your traditional data sources, are going to give you insight that's going to be able to make a business process that's much more adaptable to what's going on around it. Because business is becoming real time. And you cannot pour concrete over your business processes anymore. You're going to have to build them in a much more agile way. And that is something that we in the IT industry have got to band together and help. And then this is about a broad ecosystem, okay? And I would contend the cloud is as much about an ecosystem as it is about technology, because when you're in the cloud, anybody can play. It's not now the purview of just the big players, but if I come up with a cool new service, I'm a small company, 10 guys in a garage can now have an impact on business and the business processes. So that ecosystem has become very broad. So when you choose a partner in the cloud, you have to worry also about the ecosystem that's out there. I'll give you some examples of clients that I believe are now innovating very quickly. Airbus. When you think about the number of flights that happen in any given year, millions of flights. Now, what is the worst thing for an airline? And I know we've got some of the airlines in the room, is downtime, missed flight connections, all the things that cost money. In fact, in the US alone, $8 billion is the impact, okay, of not having your flight leave on time, land on time. The impact is $8 billion. So what Airbus is doing is they're connecting all of this information, and what they're doing is they're working with the airlines so that they can deliver all of that information to engineers that are out in the field, so that they can be much more proactive, so that the airlines can deliver their service on time and actually save a lot of money. So it has an impact on the whole business process. Delhaize Group, most of us know them as the parent company of the Food Lion. What they do is they use analytic tools to correlate buying patterns with weather. So think about what you could get from the Weather Channel if you knew there was a weather pattern coming. You could change actually the inventory of what's in your stores. How many of you have been in the Northeast? I'm from the Northeast. Every time there is a prediction of a storm. You go to the grocery store, and guess what? All the stuff that you need is not there. The shelves are literally empty. Imagine if you can start to now use real-time data and change your buying pattern and behavior based on real-time insight into weather that's coming into an area. Citigroup actually taken a very unique approach in how they develop their next generation of technology. They're now trying to unleash the technical community, not only their internal developers, but the community of developers. And what they're doing is they're doing hackathons. So what they'll do is they'll set up an environment for external developers along with their internal. They'll support and sponsor hackathons, and guess what? They get the power of innovation of thousands and thousands and thousands of developers that are not only part of their own organization, but outside their organization. And they're spawning a whole new set of capability here to develop new solutions. And when you think about technology like the Apple Watch that's coming along, you can start to think of new possibilities and new ways of doing simple things like banking. So those are 3 examples of clients that are starting to really adopt the cloud to change the business process. And you notice I didn't talk about the infrastructure. I didn't talk about orchestration and all the techie things. It's all about business, and it's all about changing the outcomes.